am a meteorologist with the National Weather Service, and today we're gonna talk about tornadoes. That's right, tornadoes unleashed. We're gonna discover their secrets. So let's get to it. First of all, what is a tornado? A tornado is a violently rotating column of air that is in contact with both the earth and an updraft within a thunderstorm. The word tornado actually means spinning in Spanish. So when you think of a tornado, you think of a funnel cloud, that spinning top of a thunderstorm that reaches down from the storm and touches the ground. Not all tornadoes actually have a visible funnel. In fact, most do not, but when they do, they can be quite a sight to see. Here in the United States, we have what's called Tornado Alley. This is where the majority of our tornadoes occur. You can see here that it does extend into portions of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, and South Dakota. But did you know that we also have a region here in the eastern part of the U.S. where we see a lot of tornadoes as well? It's known as Dixie Alley. You can see here that it extends through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, North and South Carolina, and East Tennessee. Now, you might think that the reason why we see so many tornadoes out here is because of the Gulf of Mexico, and you would be correct. The Gulf of Mexico provides the moisture that is needed to form those thunderstorms that produce tornadoes. But it's not just the Gulf of Mexico. We also have very cold air that sinks in from Canada during the winter and spring. When that cold air meets the warm moist air from the Gulf, it creates what's called a dry line. And along this dry line, we often see severe weather, including tornadoes. The main reason why we are seeing more tornadoes here in the southeast is because of the jet stream. The jet stream is a high-altitude wind that comes in from the west, and it has been much more active over the past few years, bringing in more moisture and allowing for those thunderstorms to become more supercellular, meaning that they are more likely to produce tornadoes. Out of all the states in the U.S., which one do you think sees the most tornadoes? If you guessed Texas, you would be correct. Texas sees the most tornadoes on average with 160 per year. The state with the second highest number of tornadoes per year is Florida with 139. And coming in at number 3 is Kansas with 108 tornadoes per year. So when a tornado does touch down, how fast is it moving? Well, it really depends on the strength of the tornado. But on average, a tornado is moving about 25 to 30 miles per hour. And finally, the last question I have for you is, what is the strongest tornado that has ever been recorded in the United States? The strongest tornado that's ever been recorded was an F5 tornado that occurred in Moore, Oklahoma in 1999. It had estimated wind speeds of 300 miles per hour. That is the equivalent of a category for hurricane. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and share this video and follow us here for more fun science videos. And remember, if you're someone you know is interested in a career in meteorology, there's a link below to a scholarship. Again, thanks for watching and stay safe.